Welcome to the world of Winder's Channel, where there are stories about the past of our planet and the civilizations that lived in it. Don't forget to press the like button if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel so that you receive everything new. Let's get started.
Welcome, dear viewers. Today we will talk about one of the mountains that has become an archaeological landmark immortalized in history, which is Mount Rushmore. If you don't like history but still love epic stories, then you need to watch this. Mount Rushmore is a giant sculpture, you know. It's carved right into a mountain, and that mountain is in South Dakota, USA. 4 American presidents are carved on it: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The sculpture itself is just enormous. Each head is 60 feet tall. Yeah, that's even taller than a 5-story building. But Mount Rushmore is more than just a sculpture. It's a symbol of American history and ideals. It shows the world America's greatest leaders, and it reminds people of freedom and democracy. It's a super popular place for tourists, too. Millions of people visit it every year. Mount Rushmore is a place of beauty and wonder. It took 14 years to build, and it was finished in 1941. The sculptor was Gutzon Borglum. He wanted to create something amazing, to honor these presidents, and to make sure people would remember them forever. Mount Rushmore is an important part of American culture. It's even on the US $5 bill, and it's been in lots of movies and TV shows. It's a symbol that pretty much everyone knows. Mount Rushmore is in the Black Hills, which is an area in southwestern South Dakota. The Black Hills are really important to the Lakota people. They're sacred to them, actually. They call the area Pahasapa, which means hills that are black. The Black Hills are beautiful, with forests, streams, and all kinds of wildlife. Mount Rushmore is a popular tourist spot, and people come from all over the world to see it. Mount Rushmore is a symbol of America. It represents freedom, democracy, and leadership. The 4 presidents on the mountain were chosen for a reason. They each represent important parts of American history. George Washington was the first president, and he led the country to independence. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. Theodore Roosevelt was a strong leader, and he built the Panama Canal. Abraham Lincoln led the country through the Civil War and ended slavery. Mount Rushmore is a reminder of America's past, but it's also a symbol of hope for the future. Mount Rushmore is full of secrets. Most people just don't know about them. For example, there's a secret room behind the faces. It's called the Hall of Records. It was supposed to hold important documents and the story of America, but it was never finished. Another secret is the sculptor's studio. Gutzon Borglum had a studio near the top of the mountain. He worked there on the sculpture, using models and drawings to make sure every detail was just perfect. The carving of Mount Rushmore was dangerous and difficult. Workers used dynamite to remove rock, and they hung from ropes, working in all kinds of weather. Amazingly, no workers died during the project. There was supposed to be more of the sculpture. Borglum wanted to carve the presidents' bodies, but he ran out of time and money. He died in 1941, and his son finished the project. Mount Rushmore is a global icon. People all over the world know it, and it's honestly one of the most recognizable landmarks around. It represents America, freedom, and democracy. Millions of people visit Mount Rushmore every year. They come from all over the United States and from other countries too. Folks come to see the sculpture, to learn about American history, and to experience the beauty of the Black Hills. There are a lot of things to do at Mount Rushmore. Visitors can take a tour, learn about the history of the sculpture, watch a film about Gutzon Borglum, go hiking, or just enjoy the scenery. Mount Rushmore is especially popular in the summer. The weather's warm, the days are long, and there are tons of events and activities. There are often fireworks displays at night, which is always a treat. Mount Rushmore has really shaped America's image. It's made America a super popular tourist destination, and, well, people come from all over the world just to see it. They spend money here in the United States, and they learn about American culture. Folks take home memories that last a lifetime. Mount Rushmore is definitely a symbol of American pride. It shows the world that America is a great and powerful country. It also reminds Americans of their history and their values, and, it inspires them to be their best. However, Mount Rushmore is not without controversy. Some people criticize it, saying it's a symbol of American arrogance. Others argue it's a desecration of sacred land, and that it glorifies presidents who owned slaves. Despite the controversy, Mount Rushmore remains a popular and important landmark. It really is a symbol of America, for better or for worse. It's a reminder of the country's complex history, and it's a place of beauty and wonder. Mount Rushmore was an expensive project. It cost almost $1 million to build, which honestly was a lot of money in the 1930s and 40s. Today it would cost much more, no doubt about it. The money to build Mount Rushmore came from the government, and it also came from private donations. People really believed in the project, and they wanted to see it completed. Today, Mount Rushmore is priceless. It's a national treasure, a symbol of America. It attracts millions of visitors every year and generates millions of dollars in tourism revenue. But, the value of Mount Rushmore goes way beyond money. It's a symbol of freedom, democracy, and leadership. It's a reminder of the power of human ingenuity. It's a source of pride for Americans, and honestly, it's a gift to the world. Mount Rushmore features 4 American presidents. They are George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. George Washington was the first president of the United States. He's known as the father of his country. He led the American army to victory in the Revolutionary War, and he helped to create the United States Constitution. Thomas Jefferson was the 3rd president of the United States. He's known as the author of the Declaration of Independence. He was a strong advocate for democracy and individual rights, and he also made the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled the size of the United States. Theodore Roosevelt was the 26th president of the United States. He was a strong leader, known for his conservation efforts. He created many national parks and monuments, and he also built the Panama Canal. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the United States. He's known as the Great Emancipator. He led the country through the Civil War, and he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed slaves in Confederate territories. George Washington was born in 1732 in Virginia. He was a surveyor, a farmer, and a soldier. He fought in the French and Indian War, and he was a delegate to the Continental Congress. This is where he was chosen to lead the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War. Washington was a brilliant military strategist, and he led the American forces to victory over the British. He became a national hero, and he was elected the first president of the United States in 1789. As president, Washington set many precedents. These are traditions that future presidents would follow. He established the cabinet system, which is a group of advisors to the president. He also established the 2-term limit for presidents, meaning presidents can only serve for 2 terms. Washington is considered one of the greatest presidents in American history. He's honored on Mount Rushmore for his leadership, his integrity, and his dedication to his country. Mount Rushmore is more than just a mountain with faces carved into it. It's a symbol of America. It represents freedom, democracy, and leadership. It's a reminder of the country's past, and it's a source of pride for Americans. The 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore represent important parts of American history. George Washington represents the founding of the country. Thomas Jefferson represents the ideals of democracy and individual rights. Theodore Roosevelt represents the country's expansion and conservation efforts. Abraham Lincoln represents the preservation of the Union and the abolition of slavery. Mount Rushmore is a place of beauty and wonder. It's a popular tourist destination, and it's a source of inspiration for people all over the world. It's a reminder that anything is possible if people work together. It will forever be a symbol of the American spirit.